All right, about to take my last few shots before loading the bow up. I got the truck loaded with everything. I've got my pack with 7 days of food in it, and ice in the coolers and everything like that. But I'm gonna take one more group of shots just to not go a day without shooting. And so we'll see how it goes. It's a little bit cooler today. It's supposed to drop about 15 degrees in the next 2 days for the highs and be a lot colder at night. And so, rut activity could be picking up for sure. So it's all coming together. All right, officially on the road, and it's a beautiful day here at 9,000 feet. I'm leaving home. 71 degrees. The aspens are starting to turn. All of the ground vegetation is starting to brown out a little bit, and so elk are going to be in the shade. It's a little bit warm. They're going to be capping south to north facing slopes and in dark timber from morning to from daylight into morning. It's there's elk out there. There's bulls with cows, and in about 18 hours or less, 14 hours, I get to chase them around. So I've been waiting on this for a year, and I just honestly should have waited a couple more hours before leaving, but I just can't sit I just can't sit still anymore. And I was thinking about sleeping in a tent and hearing elk bugle and waking up in the mix. And so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get out of here and hike in a bit, glass a bit, get into the timber, find a good campsite, and be ready to go. Get everything set up. It's about 6:20, so maybe just over an hour or an hour till sunset. So I got 3 gallons of water and everything's here. So tomorrow I can just hunt. Don't have to worry about water or anything. Showing back up at camp, water will be here, so that's good. A lot of the work's out of the way, but man, ready to go. Bo made it safe, so do a little inspection, draw it back, make sure that nothing breaks, and yeah, we'll get camp set up. Okay, I guess that's pretty much it. Sun's down. It'll be getting dark soon. I've kept it as quiet as I could around camp. Everything's ready to go for tomorrow. Bo is tucked in under the tarp. Now here we are. It's September. There's a cold breeze. Elk are starting to rut a little bit, and season opens tomorrow. So I'm going to be out pretty early. I think the major advantage I have right now is nothing knows that I'm here. It's been super quiet. I came up the face of the mountain, so yeah. I'm really hoping to hear some bugles tonight. or first thing in the morning. And I've got a plan. I have an area scoped out, drop right back off the mountain down towards water and start there in the morning. Still hunt through the timber and listen, maybe make a couple cow calls and see if I can get anything to vocalize. Yeah, anyway, I couldn't be more excited. Been waiting for this for a long time. I'm just gonna chill out, snack a little bit, hydrate, and get ready for tomorrow. All right, so what's been happening is I pretty much gave up on filming anything because it's just been a lot of walking. Went and scouted out a couple of places that I had pins on the map. Nothing else is bugled outside of the bugles Sunday night. Haven't seen any sign of anything living. And yeah, so I just didn't think it was very interesting. So I am about 4 miles from camp right now. I'm trying to decide right now what to do, whether pull camp, try a different part of the unit, higher altitude or something like that, or if it's just going to be about coming back later in the month. If they're just not here, they're just not here, right? So it's either going to be going somewhere else and trying to find them higher altitude, which might be good for glassing or, make that possible. But for now, I'm just going to sit down, eat lunch, hike the 4 miles or so back to camp, listening for bugles, continuing to hunt, cow calling, those kinds of things, and hoping something sparks. But if not, decide whether it's one of those two, pull camp and try a different altitude, or just wait, work, go back to work, and use those PTO days later in the month. So yeah, there you have it. All right, so my original plan of recording this hunt so that I could watch it back, because I failed to do so in the past on other hunts, that sometimes I wish that I could kind of relive them like that and just kind of watch them back. Quickly fell back when I came out here to start the season hunting by myself, and I found that the camera, even just like the action camera, was just kind of getting in the way. It was distracting. It wasn't something I wanted to think about when I was like making a stalk or something like that. And so it's just catch-22 of, I wish that now I'd be able to go back and see all of that stuff that I did alone. But I'm also glad that I didn't have something between me and the experience or watching it through a viewfinder. So I had gotten a legal bull inside of range, easy 35 yards, feeding in a meadow, and he didn't know I was there. And I let him walk because I was kind of jaded by some of the big elk that I've seen out here and things like that. And so I was very determined to kill an elk so that I can be fully focused when they come out here, because they're coming from across the country, and they've put as much work into this as I have to get ready for the season. And I mean, so who am I to be so picky and on trying to get a 310-inch bull and not just taking my first ever archery elk, and you know, a really nice, you know, bull. So I came in today and got in on a herd, and I don't know that there's anything that I could have done differently. I was trying to, they didn't know I was there. I never called. I was just sneaking in to try to head them off, but leave some space between me and them so that they could pass by, and I might have a chance at the bull when he came through. And unfortunately what happened is they just completely swarmed me, and they 17 cows walked around me on both sides, and they just kept coming, and finally one stepped right next to me, and I must have flinched or something. And it jumped and ran and moved off. Bull shut up and quit bugling, and they all just got really quiet, went into the timber. No barking, didn't push them too bad. And so I kind of went back and spent a couple hours circling them as quiet as I could. Got on the other side where I thought they might go down this elk trail. And sure enough, after 2 hours of sitting, a spike popped out of the woods in front of me. It was a horrible mess of deadfall. And so I did what I could, and I eased over to the side of the timber, and I saw the herd bull go through probably 65 yards away, and just, there was no chance. Arrow was not getting through something, you know, that thick. And so I was able to take another couple steps to the left. The cows all trickled through, and I felt good about the lane that the cows were coming through, and was hoping that there was some satellite bull that just wasn't that spike in the mix. And there came my bull, and he took a couple steps, looked at me, didn't like what he saw, turned his head. I drew back, and he stepped into this tiny little pocket at 47 yards. And luckily, what I had going for me was it was not very wide, and there was a limb kind of across the bottom part of his brisket, but the lane was like pretty tall, so I felt good about the arrow coming through, and not deflecting or anything like that. And it dropped in and just heart punched him. I mean, just dimed him. He went all the way up into the veins, and I could just see the lighted nock sticking out barely. And I mean, he mule kicked. He took probably 5 or 6 steps and then just somersaulted over backwards. And there it is, like, through learning how to hunt elk and learning how to call and protect myself from getting down and you know, stop myself from being such a tit. I I figured it out, made it happen, and I got my first archery elk on the ground. And so I've hiked down. My beautiful wife wants to come out and see and hold the light for me while we get this thing cut up. I'm gonna make hopefully 2 trips tonight, see where that gets us. That should get half or so of the elk, and then come back tomorrow morning before sunrise. So that's the plan. And I'm so excited. I feel so good about, I shot 50 arrows a day from January 1st until now. And you know, any knowledge, any place that I can get it. Unfortunately, I don't know anybody that does this that I can ask questions to or anything like that. And but I love it, and I want to be good at it, and I wanted it to be successful. I did not want to get skunked at all. And so I got elk meat for the freezer. I'll have great memories and a European mount to look at. And I mean, first year archery elk hunting, first week, day 7, and made it happen. So God has blessed me so much. It's an incredible family, incredible experiences. Yeah, I'll never forget about this. I don't want to do it until I die. So this has been a really tough week. I wish I could do nothing else. So now I get to kind of capture more of it that we can remember and that we can look back on and things like that. So I'm excited for that. I'm excited for those guys to be here. They're on their way in 5 days. I gotta get the elk out before my work day starts tomorrow. Work a full week, and I'll be off again so that we can go and enjoy that hunt. So, it's just getting started. All right, Matt.
Yo.
Let's do this.
We're gonna go smoke us a 4-point.
Yeah. It's a little warm, huh?
A little bit. That's what they look like, right?
Yeah.
Some real active.
I think they rut when it's hot.
The hotter it is, the more they rut.
So what do you think, Matt?
I wish every day was as fun as yesterday.
Yeah. Doesn't get much more exciting than taking a shot at a big 6 point.
No, it doesn't. A little bit more exciting than hearing nothing but thunder
Yeah.
and squirrels. Lots of squirrels.
are shining like the sea for you, the Queen of San Luis. I'm a ghost to you, you're a ghost to me, a bird's eye view of San Luis.